I've been kind of going over this stuff in my head a little bit, and it's funny to me how things change over the course of time. And what I mean by that is Microsoft couldn't have got away with doing anything perceived negative last generation, right? After the announcement of the Xbox One, everybody was headhunting Microsoft. Everybody hated Microsoft. Everybody really just wanted to go out and just punish Microsoft and maybe force them to go out of business. And that nearly happened. I know a lot of people don't realize this, but from the looks of things, from the way things sound, from the stories that we've heard, it does really seem like Microsoft was about to close up shop at one point. I mean, if you think about it, sometime in 2015, they really must have considered that, and that's a sad thing to think about. Could you imagine a console business where there's only one in the competition? I mean, yes, Nintendo's in it too, but Nintendo does their own thing, aren't really competition to Sony, especially when it comes to like hardcore gaming and when it comes to like console power and stuff like that. They just are not a competition. Like, we don't need any one company to dictate everything to the rest of us, right? Like, can you imagine, like, Sony could have come out with whatever kind of console they wanted. Instead, they really reinvented themselves, came out with a really good console, a powerful console. Both Sony and Microsoft realized that last generation they came out with underpowered consoles, and so they had to redo things and do things in favor of what we wanted. But I mean, man, in 2015, Microsoft literally, it looks like they pretty much stopped making games. They closed down 5, 6, 7 studios, whatever it was, canceled Fable Legends, canceled Scalebound, canceled, whatever, let go developers. It was just crazy to think about how close they were to probably closing up shop. Now, we've gotten past that, but Microsoft still gets a lot of crap when it comes down to, being able to do things on their own, or when it comes down to being able to do something that is looked down upon. Now, Microsoft can't really get away with much, but I did want to get into this because I found it to be a very interesting video and a topic, because Microsoft is making, this is really cool sounding to me, and it shows how quick Microsoft works in order to avoid all the hate and stuff like that, and I find that to be fascinating. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm the Crap Gamer, and of course, this is Crap Gamer Reviews, your home for gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice a few cool changes around here, but that shouldn't stop you from giving us a like and possibly consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me today. It means a lot, and I'm very appreciative of what you guys do. It really does just mean the world to me. Now, when it comes down to Microsoft, like I said, they can't get away with doing anything bad. Now they're changing how it handles renewals for Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold, and this is specifically for the UK, but it does show how fast they work and do things. Xbox is changing how it handles automatic renewals for both Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold subscriptions in the UK after the government got involved. It's not clear if those changes will be made in other regions, but they possibly could be. The changes by Microsoft were revealed as part of a report spotted by Eurogamer following an investigation by the Competition and Markets Authority into video game sectors that highlighted a number of concerns about Microsoft's online gaming services. According to them, the concerns related to Microsoft were particularly focused on the company's auto-renewal process and revolved around several key factors: whether or not the company was clear and upfront about its subscription contracts would renew, how easy it was to cancel or turn off automatic renewal, and whether people may not have realized that they were still paying for the service long after they stopped using it. As per the report, the CMA has stated that Microsoft has undertaken a number of voluntary arrangements to improve its Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold auto-renewal services, which include the following: better upfront information, refunds, inactive memberships. So Microsoft will also contact existing customers who haven't used their memberships for a long time but are still paying. These customers will be reminded how to stop payments, and if they continue to not use their memberships, Microsoft will ultimately stop taking further payments. And better information about price increases. Microsoft will give clearer notifications on any future price increases, which I think will be a definite good thing as well. So again, they really kind of staved this off. Following the action from Microsoft, Executive Director of Enforcement at the CMA, Michael Greenfeld, issued a statement detailing the need for companies to act in a similar fashion. Gamers need to be given a clear and timely information to make informed choices when signing up for auto-renewal memberships and subscriptions. We are therefore pleased that Microsoft has given the CMA these formal undertakings to improve the fairness of their practices and protect consumers, and will be offering refunds to certain customers. So that's good right there, right? They're going out there helping customers, making sure that nobody's getting ripped off. I can't really begin to tell you. Listen, I've subscribed to everything, and I have some stuff I don't even use, you know what I mean? And you forget all about it until you get charged or whatever. So I think it's good that Microsoft's doing that. The other bit of good news is Xbox is apparently working on a Monster Hunter style co-op game with developer Certain Affinity. Now that's been claimed according to GamesBeat journalist Jeff Grubb, who claimed in a Giant Bob show currently behind a paywall on Thursday that Microsoft had actively courted developers to make a co-op title in order to differentiate its Game Pass lineup. He says they're working with Certain Affinity on what seems like a Monster Hunter style game, a Monster Hunter clone, according to Grubb. They see this gameplay style succeeding, and Microsoft's like, hey, we should try to make one of those. Is anyone out there going to pitch one? He added that they wanted more variety in the types of games that they're putting on Game Pass, and this is an example of that. They're like, we probably can't get Monster Hunter on Game Pass. That would be pretty expensive. Although I do believe Monster Hunter was on Game Pass at one point. But we definitely want a game like that because we see the potential for that to grow and to be a big thing with long-term support. Certain Affinity is a prolific support studio based in Austin, Texas, which has collaborated on installments in Call of Duty and Halo franchises since 2007, as well as shooters Left 4 Dead and Doom. The company is led by CEO Max Haberman, who was a former multiplayer and online lead for the Halo series. Last year, Certain Affinity announced that it had signed an agreement to lead development on an original IP, which is possibly related to the project it's reportedly working on with Microsoft. The company said, "Are we excited to take on a genre of style of game that we've always loved? Thrilled beyond words. Are we honored to be bringing this game to market? Indescribably so. Are there any other tantalizing details regarding this new adventure? More than we can say. We've been building towards this project for the past few years. We're thrilled to have signed an agreement to lead development on our most ambitious title to date," according to him in February of 2021. "The game is our creative vision to lead our team is exceptionally passionate about." So I think that's a really cool thing that they're doing. Again, you've got to have all types of games in Game Pass for it to work. You can't just have one type of game, but I feel like that'll be something that will definitely get people's juices flowing and get people excited about the future and things like that. I really do think that that's something that honestly, works well for it. You know what I mean? For me personally, I love the fact that Microsoft is making all types of different games. Yes, they have all these different people and developers making stuff for them, but they're still going out there and getting big third-party deals like this. I think for third-party exclusives, I think that's exactly what you have to do. And at the end of the day, that's something that I feel like fans are just going to be excited about. Like we keep seeing a lot of these things kind of come up, and I think it's fantastic. Like even if that's not my type of thing, listen, I'm not a huge fan of of any of that stuff. But what I do think of when I think of this is something that could be fun, and there's something to that. Right, I think that's what it's all about. We're seeing, these games type come up, and it's something new, it's something interesting, it's something fresh, and it's something that would be exclusive to Xbox that people can really enjoy. So I hope that Microsoft continues to be inventful like this, and hopefully they act as quickly as they have been when it comes to some of the negative stuff. So anyway. With that being said, I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos, spending time with me. I know you guys have busy lives and stuff like that. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. I mean that wholeheartedly. Have a great day. Crap gamer out.